How are you today? And welcome to Landexia. What I have in front of me today is a candy company. They're pretty popular candy company. They're called Charms. And what's interesting about this package, and the reason why I picked this package up to show you, is that it's called Blow Pop. But on the inside of the round gumball, there's supposed to be some sort of a chunky candies, hard chunky candies inside, like small little pieces of hard fruit flavored candies on the inside of each gumball. So I want to find out what it's gonna taste like, and can I blow big bubbles? So there's a couple things that's pretty exciting about this little package. Let me show you. When I saw this package at the local store, I was pretty intrigued. It looks very tasty and yummy, but at the same time, I'm very curious about what's inside of each gumball, because in the front of the packaging is showing there's supposed to be fruit chunks, small tiny little particles of fruit chunks inside of each gumball. So it's kind of like a mystery to me, and I'm pretty excited to find out. In the front of the package it says inside outs, gum on the outside, crushed lollipop on the inside. Cannot wait. On the back of the packaging, they're showing 4 fruit flavors. The first fruit flavor is cherry, right in the back here. The second fruit flavor is blue raz. The third fruit flavor is grape. And the last fruit flavor is watermelon. That sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and open up this mysterious looking package. Right out of the package, I can smell quite intense smell of the fruit flavor inside of this package. It smells quite good. When I pour these, I don't know what they call it, gumballs or balls or whatever you want to call it, I can hear the hard hit against the glass bowl. So I know in the beginning, these gumballs or balls, they're gonna be kind of hard to start out with, and I guess you have to probably suck it for a while. It'll get kind of softened up a little bit. Next thing I want to do, I want to separate the 4 delicious fruit flavors. I picked this one because there's a logo on the gumball. Look at that. So it's basically just a gumball, the shape with the logo blow pop on it. Next flavor, we got the blue ras. It's kind of hard to see the logo because it's a darker blue color, but anyway, there it is. You probably won't be able to see it. It smells pretty good. It smells like blueberry or something like that, or blue raspberry, one of those two. Next flavor is grape. I want to see which logo show up the best. Wow, this one, the logo on this one is completely wiped out. It's not even on this one that I can see anyway. This one I can kind of see a little bit. And the last flavor is watermelon. Okay, this one. This one, you can see the logo blow pop a little bit better, but not much. It looks like it's gonna smear off a little bit. Look at that. I'm gonna try not to make it roll off the table, roll off the plate, but look at 4 delicious fruit flavors. We got the cherry, blue ras, grape, watermelon. Okay. The next thing I want to do before I start eating these delicious looking gumballs, I want to open these up if I can and see what's inside before I chew it all up. I got a small cutting board here. I'm not quite sure if I can cut it up or not, but let me give it a try. Nice. I was afraid I couldn't cut it because it's kind of hard, but it wasn't too bad. Wow, look at that. Take a look inside. It's almost like some sort of a red hard fruit candies on the inside. I'm guessing it's going to be cherry flavor. And it smells delicious. Look at it. Let's open up this one, and I'm wondering if the hard candies on the inside of this gumball, is it going to be the blue ras flavor, or it's going to be exactly like this flavor, which is the red candy flavor here. I don't know. Let's go ahead and find out. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa. Smells good. And the inside looks like this. So, each gumball contained the exact flavor on the outside as well as the inside of blue ras fruit flavor. and it's supposed to be crunchy. That's because it's hard candy. It's going to be nice and crunchy. One thing I want to tell you is what I'm doing is pretty dangerous for kids. So don't try to do what I'm doing here, trying to cut the gumball off, because you might slip and cut your finger. So be real careful. Maybe let your parents do it. One trick that I know is that when you cut a round shape, is that make sure the ball. So you see that the ball's not rolling. That means it's have a flatter surface, and then you can use your finger to hold in position and cut it. But it's still very dangerous. I don't want you to do it. I have cooking experience. Look at that. This one, wow, it's kind of weird. This one doesn't have very much of the hard candies in it. Chunk inside is kind of empty almost. But it smells really good. It smells like grape. Wow. The last gumball, and it's watermelon. But listen, I can kind of hear it shaking inside. Listen, I don't know if you can hear it. Listen. Can you hear that? Okay, let's open this up. Okay, it look like it kind of stopped from there. You see that? It stopped. So that means the surface is flatter. Now I can take that surface and cut it. Oh, see that? It slipped. Be very careful. That was pretty close. That knife kind of slipped. It almost cut my finger, but I'm okay. Ooh, that smells good. Let's see if I can pull out a chunk to show you. Look at that. So this is what's inside of the gumball. You see that? It's the small particles of the watermelon hard candies. Okay. So now that I've cut it in half, this is what it looks like when they sit next to each other. It's very colorful. It is quite delicious looking and alluring for sure. Let's go ahead and have a bite. Here we go. I'm gonna put this together. flavor. The cherry fruit flavor is quite delicious. And I can taste a little bit and hear the small, tiny little crunches inside my mouth from those hard candies, chunks, cherry flavor. It's a pretty interesting experience because I never had bubble gum that's got some sort of a chunks, especially like hard candy chunks inside of the bubble gum. So this is it's kind of fun and pretty exciting experience for me. Now I want to know if I can blow bubbles and make popping sound. Let's try it. Here we go. It gets pretty loud, almost as loud as the gum from Double Bubble, which is my go-to gum for blowing big bubbles, making extremely loud popping sounds like that. But this one is not quite as loud. Okay, let's try blow a bubble. It's very small, so I don't think I can blow a lot of bubble with just one piece. I might try a couple pieces in my mouth, combine these together in a little bit, and see if we can get nice sized bubbles. It's pretty small. Okay, let's go ahead and try the next flavor. I want to taste a little bit of that inside hard candy chunks and see what it tastes like real quick on here. The inside filling, the hard candy chunks, it tastes quite good. It's got the sourness, sugarness, and the crunchiness, and it tastes like blue ras flavor. I'm not gonna try to do popping or blowing bubbles because it's too small. I just want to taste it, and then at the end of when I finish all these flavors, I want to taste it first, and I'm gonna combine a couple of them together, see if I can get bigger bubbles. But here we go. blue ras. Let me get some water real quick. The blue ras flavor was quite delicious. It's got a small amount of sugar and a decent flavor of the fruit itself, so I feel pretty satisfied after each gumball. I think the flavor, the fruit flavor and the sugar level is just about right for me. It's not heavily in sugar. And the fruit flavor is just the right amount. I don't want to ask for more fruit flavor, or the fruit flavor is just so low that it doesn't have a flavor at all. Some candies out there don't put enough fruit flavors for me, so it's kind of low. But this is just about right. The sugar level is not real high and it's not real low. It's just right amount of sugar. I can taste the sweetness, a little bit of sourness. I think the sugar level is probably a little bit higher than usual because there's hard candies, there's hard little candy chunks inside of each gumball, so that kind of gives you a little bit of an extra kick to the sugar level, but it's nowhere even in the middle. It's not that much. So far, I like the blue ras flavor the best. The cherry wasn't so bad. Let's try the next one. Let's try the grape flavor. Not very much hard candy chunks on the inside, so something must have went wrong with this gumball. It's not very much. See? eating from the beginning. I don't know if you can hear the small little chunks I'm crushing with my teeth, but I can hear myself. I'm not quite sure you can hear that because it's so small. They're not really big chunks, but it's almost like eating sand. I don't know if you've been to the beach and you lay on the beach and get some suntan. I like to do that. And then the wind blows and you get sand in your mouth. And sometimes you chew it and it feels really grainy and chunky. Well, that's what it feels like with these little chunks in my mouth. It feels like I have sand in my mouth along with the gum. And I'm chewing and I can hear the grain of the sand crunching on my teeth. However, the flavor is delicious, so it's like a flavored sand, let's call that. Like the beach sand is made out of, what flavor was that? I just had grape. It's like grape flavored sand. That's what it tastes. That's kind of reminds me of. Okay, we got the last flavor, the watermelon. The grape flavor was pretty good too. I still kind of like the blue ras the best so far. Let's try this one, watermelon. Here, crunching of those small little hard candy chunks. Because the gumball is not, how can I say this, each gumball, there's hollowness, there's a hollowness inside of the gumball. So it's not a filled or a solid gumball that would give you more gum to blow, maybe a little bigger bubbles. But for right now, the way it is, because the inside is kind of hollow, you're not getting that much gum to make big bubbles. That's a problem I have with this. It's hollow on the inside. That should make these gumballs solid, because you need more gum to blow bigger bubbles. Maybe they haven't figured that out yet from Charms Company. Maybe it's good for little kids. Little kids might like small little bubbles here and there, but for me, I like big bubbles. The bigger the better. I've made some extremely gigantic bubbles. If you watch my short videos, I can blow huge bubbles. I'm calling it world record. But this, don't expect to blow really big bubbles with this. They need more gum in here, or make this ball, this gum ball, bigger. Make it like maybe this big. For me, I like it big. Make it big for me. For someone who loves to blow huge bubbles, give me more bigger balls, bigger gum balls. Okay. Before I let you go, I want to add maybe one more ball into my mouth. So I have 2 gum balls. So this be one of them. And then I'm gonna put this one in my mouth. So we have 2 gum balls together and see if I can blow bigger bubbles. Here we go. It's very interesting. If you suck on the ball without breaking into the inside of the hard candy flavor, the flavor of the outside shell is not that strong. It's almost like almost like flat with the very slight, and I'm talking about very slight flavor of the cherry, but that's about it. Not much sugar either, but that's on the outside. You just suck on the ball itself. Now I'm gonna start eating it, and the flavor is gonna burst from the inside. There we go. Oh yeah. The cherry, ignite, fireworks. The crunching. this cherry flavored gumball in my mouth to put a lot more of those little hard candy chunks inside of this one. I can taste a lot more. The other ones, it wasn't as much, but this one I can taste a lot more. It's almost like having more sand in my mouth. Let's try another piece of gumball. So now we have two in my mouth, and see if I can blow bigger bubbles. There you go. Trying to mix it in real good and warm it up. Bubble gum. If you want to blow bubbles, make sure the gum is nice and warm. When the gum is nice and it's cold, it won't blow very good. It's gotta melt, and then you get really big bubbles. It's definitely bigger than it was. It's definitely bigger with two pieces instead of one piece. Just that it's not getting that big size like I like when I'm using double bubble. One thing about this gum is that when you blow the bubble, it sticks in your face, which is very similar to double bubble. So I have to clean myself up after this video. But that's the fun part of blowing bubbles. You get all dirty and stuff. because I'm able to stretch more and it gets a little bit thicker and just more volume of the gum. So you can blow bigger bubbles and snap louder. That was pretty loud popping. Just almost as loud as using double bubble. Now we're about the same level, the same popping sound level from double bubble gum. That was good. I'm gonna try a couple more bubbles and I'm gonna let you go. That was pretty good. That's probably the biggest one I could do right now. It gets messy, so if you want to blow bubbles, you gotta make sure you like being messy. You're gonna get messy. I'm blowing bubbles so big that I almost covered my whole face. And it's just a mess to clean up. But I love blowing bubbles. You probably already knew that. I've been blowing bubbles since I was a kid. I definitely enjoyed this package from Charms. I love the fruit flavors. I like their creativity. They're thinking out of the box of putting small candy chunks inside of each gumball. That's pretty exciting and pretty creative. I like that. The flavor is good. The fruit flavor is just about right. It lasts a pretty decent amount of time, the fruit flavor. A lot of the gums that I've had in the past, the flavor doesn't last very long. It only lasts a few seconds and it goes away. But this, from Charms, the flavor kind of stay with you for a little longer, maybe because of the hard chunks of candies inside to make the flavor kind of last longer. So that's also a pretty smart idea. Not much to complain about. Only thing I would complain about this is that make it bigger so I can blow bigger bubbles. Unless you put 2 of these in your mouth and you can be able to make bigger bubbles. Heck, why not try 3? If your mouth can fit 3 gumballs, give it a try. But just don't choke yourself, okay? Take it easy, try 2 first. If you can handle 2 and then 3, don't put all 3 in your mouth together first. Test it out. I like it. I can pop really loud when I have 2 gumballs. When it's just 1 gumball, everything is just not so good. It kind of falls flat for me. I'm not able to blow bigger bubbles, and I can make popping sound with just one gumball, so 2 is good. However, the gum from Charms cannot compete with my favorite, which is still the king of blowing bubbles, from the America's Original Double Bubble. If you want to blow bubble gums, big, huge bubbles like this size, if you want it this big, try America's Original Double Bubble. And you can see that on some of my videos. Okay. I love all 4 fruit flavors. My favorite one is probably, I almost want to say still blue ras. Is the flavor of blue ras is just, it's very explosive. It's stronger in flavor, and it seemed to last the longest out of all the other 3 flavors. So this is still my favorite flavor, but they're all pretty good. Okay, I want to talk about the 3 levels before I let you go. The first level would be sugar. The second would be sourness, and the third would be fun. Let's go ahead and start with the the sugar level first. For each gumball, the sugar level from low, medium to extreme sugar, I'm gonna rate that maybe just a little bit above low, not heavily in sugar, but just a nice sweet amount to say, wow, it tastes good, but not like so sugary that I have to spit it out. Even with the hard candy chunks inside of each gumball, it adds extra sugar, but again, not that much. It doesn't even come to the medium, in the middle level of sugar level. As far as sour, for each gumball, the sourness is probably on the low. Not much sourness, so if you like sour candies, you probably won't like this. Sour level is really low. For the fun level, I'm gonna say the fun level is up there between medium to extreme, right in the middle. So from low, medium to extreme, it's between medium and extreme. It's a lot of fun. The gumball makes a lot of nice sounds. There's candies in the middle. There's candy chunks in the middle, so that's already fun for me right there. That's exciting right there. So you get a surprise when you start chewing and go, wow, that tastes so good, and you can hear the crunches. But the best part is that if you put 2 of these in your mouth, you can blow nice sized bubbles. Not the biggest that I've done, but pretty decent sized bubbles. And you can also try like mixed flavors too. It comes with 4 flavors. Maybe try like blue ras with watermelon, or blue ras with grape, or blue ras with cherry. You can try that. Or try something like, or maybe try these 2 flavors together. Look at that. Watermelon grape, or grape cherry. I think you get the picture. You can sit here and play around with different flavors. Mix them around. Try all 4 if you like, if your mouth is big enough. Take all 4 of these. But be careful. Don't choke. So the fun level from low, medium to extreme, I'm gonna go ahead and give it from medium. From medium to extreme, right in the middle. There's a lot of fun with these gumballs. Great candy chunks in the middle. 4 delicious flavors. I'm gonna recommend this package for those who love bubble gums and also a mixture of something special. Candy chunks in the middle. Okay, I just want to say thank you for stopping by today to watch my video. I hope to make more delicious videos in the upcoming days. But for now, I'll see you next time. Bye.